Yeah, it was a really eerie is the word that I would use, time. So the really important work that the early activists, Phil Adam, Chris Gill, Alison Thorne, a whole heap, Bill O'Loughlin, a whole heap of people had done at really hard times, had meant that the organisation was now a large organisation. We had 3,000 active volunteers, a big staff, a big budget. We're managing massive growth. We had enormous interest. It was AIDS had become the political issue of the moment. I remember if you put a press release out, it always got covered. There was usually a page one, page two story on AIDS every day. And amidst this environment, people were dying. So key people, so you'd have death after death, and there was no cure. AZT was showing the first signs of hope, but people couldn't get access to treatments here because of, and as new treatments came on board, so it was the days where we were starting buyers clubs, and it was very volatile. So you could almost track there would be a key death in the organisation, and then a month later there'd be a key internal crisis. And yet people were fronting up to funerals and then fronting up back to work, and people with the virus were becoming much more insistent on their right to self-determine and to have a stronger say in the organisations, as should have been the case. And it was a really, really volatile time, a very important time, and a time of huge political wins. We managed to change through a great campaign that was run through ACT UP and through AFAO, Bill Whittaker in Sydney in particular, but to get access to treatments and to get the regulatory regime in Australia changed. So as it stood, there were treatments that were available in the US that would have taken 7 years under the current regulations to become available in Australia. And people became very active, as they should have, and it was a great campaign. It was, as I said, a very difficult but a very important time.